What if I told you that fixing your entire financial life doesn't take 10 years, a six-figure raise, or some genius business idea? It just takes 1 year of doing 12 things differently. Sounds too simple, right? But most of us are stuck in the exact same funny little cycle every single month. Paycheck hits. First 2 days, you feel unstoppable. Day 3, Amazon cart gets emptied. Then it's dinner with friends. Then a subscription you forgot you had. Then rent. Then some small emergency that wasn't really an emergency. And by the last week of the month, you're eating cereal for dinner and checking your bank app like it owes you an apology. And then we all say the same thing. Money just doesn't stick around. But here's the truth. Money doesn't stick around because we never gave it a place to stay. Your financial life doesn't fall apart in one dramatic moment. It falls apart in tiny decisions made daily on autopilot. And the good news, it doesn't get fixed in one dramatic moment either. It gets fixed the same way, daily on purpose. So today, I'm not going to pitch you some complicated investment strategy or a get-rich-by-30 formula. We're going through 12 simple rules. Follow them seriously for the next 12 months, and your income might not 10x, but the direction of your entire financial life will change. And honestly, direction is the real cheat code.
Most people spend first and call whatever's left savings. Problem is, for most people, nothing's ever left. So flip it. The moment your paycheck lands, move money to your future, savings, investments, whatever, before you spend a dollar. Start at 5%, start at 10%, but stop treating savings like leftovers. Treat it like rent, non-negotiable. The upside? You stop negotiating with yourself every month, because humans are incredible lawyers for their own bad decisions. I needed the shoes. It's been forever since I went out. My phone was basically dying. It was the last day of the sale. Buddy, it's never the last day of the sale. There's always another sale. Your bank account might not get another chance. Boring? Yes, but boring is what actually moves the needle. Write down everything. Coffee, Ubers, DoorDash, that $4.99 app you forgot you're paying for. Because the real issue was never the big $500 expense. It's the $7 here, $12 there that quietly adds up to real money you can't account for. Big expenses are visible. Small expenses are the silent wealth killers. If you're leaking even $10 a day on stuff you don't remember, that's $300 a month evaporating into I have no idea where it went. So sort every expense into 3 buckets: needs, useful, and pure mood spending. Don't kill the mood spending, control it. Personal finance isn't about deleting joy from your life. Cut everything and by month 3 you'll snap and blow it all anyway. Money shouldn't control you. You control the money. Get a raise and suddenly $8 lunch becomes $20 lunch. Public transit becomes an unnecessary car payment. A perfectly good phone becomes I need the new one. None of that means you can't upgrade your life. You absolutely should. The problem is when income goes up 20% and lifestyle goes up 40%. Then you're earning more every year and somehow still broke. So when you get a raise, don't spend the whole raise. Bank a chunk of it before your lifestyle even notices it existed. That one habit compounds into a massive gap over 5-10 years. Before you touch investing, ask yourself, if you lost your job tomorrow or got hit with a surprise medical bill, would you survive on savings or would you survive on a credit card? If the answer is credit card, your foundation is shaky. Emergency funds are boring. They don't make a good Instagram story, but they're the only thing standing between annoying situation and financial disaster. Start small, $500, then $1,000, then work toward 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. You don't need it fully built before you start investing. Build both in parallel. Just make sure one bad week can't wipe out your entire financial life. Not all debt is evil, but high-interest, unnecessary debt is a silent wealth killer. Credit card balance not paid off, personal loan for something you didn't need, phone, car, vacation, all financed, and suddenly half your paycheck is gone before it even lands. That lifestyle can make you look rich while making you financially weak underneath. So ask yourself honestly, is this purchase giving me value or just giving me a dopamine hit? Financed purchases feel good today, but you're paying for today's mood with tomorrow's paycheck. Getting rid of unnecessary debt fast is genuinely a superpower. If you want your financial life to change in a year, don't just cut spending, grow your earning power too.
Someone making $40K obsessing over saving an extra $20 a month gets way less return than that same person learning a skill that gets them to $60K. In this economy, skills are assets. Sales, copywriting, coding, design, video editing, AI tools, data, pick your lane. The biggest mistake? Buying 20 online courses and mastering none of them. A skill isn't a Netflix subscription. You don't get it by subscribing. You get it through reps, mistakes, and actually using it in the real world. Pick one high-value skill this year and get visibly, provably better at it. This doesn't mean quitting your job to become the next founder. Just ask, how do I make an extra $200 a month outside my 9-to-5? Freelancing, tutoring, editing, consulting, a small digital product, a local service. Anything. The first side income is usually small, but the psychological shift is massive. The first time money hits your account from somewhere other than your employer, something clicks. You realize your income isn't capped by your job title. $200 becomes $500, becomes $1,000. Not guaranteed, but the direction matters more than the number. Financial freedom usually starts with extra options, not extra income. Every other TikTok and Reel is someone telling you to buy this stock, this coin, this guaranteed play. If your only reason for investing is some guy online said so, you're not an investor, you're a follower. Before you invest $1, understand your goal, your time horizon, your risk tolerance, and how the asset actually works. Long-term wealth is built on consistency and patience, not hot tips. Small, consistent contributions over time can compound into something significant, but returns are never guaranteed and markets carry real risk. Get your emergency fund and basic protection sorted first, then build a diversified long-term approach around your actual goals. Putting money into the market is easy. Staying in it through the ugly years is the hard part. Most people only track one number. My salary went up $5K this year. Cool, but did your overall financial position go up? Savings, investments, cash, debt paid down, that's your net worth. What you own minus what you owe. Once a year, sit down and actually look at the full picture. It might be the most boring meeting you ever have with yourself, but it's the only one that shows you reality. Salary up, debt up, savings flat, you're not actually building wealth. Salary growing slowly, but debt shrinking, savings climbing, investments growing, you're in the right lane. Measure your progress by your financial health, not your salary slip. This one's brutal, honestly. Social media makes everyone else's life look better than yours. New car, Euro trip, new house, someone's started a company, some 24-year-old is talking about 7 figures, and suddenly you feel like you're falling behind. But social media shows the highlight reel, never the full documentary. You don't see their debt, their stress, or their actual bank balance. Stop building your financial strategy off someone else's Instagram story. Your race is your race. Maybe your goal is early retirement. Someone else wants a luxury lifestyle. Someone else is optimizing for family security. There's no universal winning, just what actually matches your priorities. People work incredibly hard to increase their paycheck, but never spend an hour learning how money actually works. Learn the basics: budgeting, inflation, how taxes actually work, why insurance matters, the difference between index funds and individual stocks, how compounding works, what debt actually costs you. You don't need to become an expert, you just need enough knowledge that nobody can confuse you with fancy financial jargon and sell you something bad. The biggest benefit of financial literacy isn't making more money, it's avoiding the decisions that cost you money. Sometimes protecting wealth matters more than chasing it. Motivation feels great. Watch one video, get pumped, start saving, start the gym, start investing, start the side hustle, all in the same week. 3 days later, motivation's gone and you're back to old habits. That's why you can't run your financial life on motivation. You need a system. Automatic savings the day you get paid, a 5-minute expense check every Sunday, investing on autopilot every month, a quarterly financial check-in, a yearly skill upgrade. Once the system exists, you stop needing motivation to show up. That's the real adulting. Not being excited every day, just being someone who can repeat boring things on schedule.
Wealth is rarely built on exciting decisions. It's built on boring consistency.
Put all 12 together, and there's no single magic trick here. Track your money, save automatically, control lifestyle creep, build a safety net, kill bad debt, raise your earning power, start a side stream, invest with your eyes open, watch your net worth, not your salary. Stop comparing, keep learning, stay consistent. Do this for the next 12 months, and your paycheck might not look dramatically different, but your behavior will. And money changes in your behavior before it ever changes in your bank account. Maybe right now you dread checking your account at the end of the month. A year from now, maybe you're actually excited to check it. Maybe right now one surprise bill wrecks your whole month. A year from now, maybe you've got a cushion for it. Maybe right now your income comes from exactly one place. A year from now, maybe you've got a second stream running. Right now, money might be controlling you. A year from now, you could be the one calling the shots. That's the real transformation.
So if you actually want to fix your financial life in a year, don't make some dramatic move. Don't gamble on a risky bet because you want to get rich fast. Don't follow some guru promising guaranteed returns. Just stay disciplined for 12 months. Save a piece of every paycheck, understand your spending, build the emergency fund, control the debt, learn a skill, grow your income, try a side hustle, invest with intention. And every month ask yourself one question: am I financially better than I was last month? If the answer keeps trending yes, trust me, in a year, you'll barely recognize where you started. You don't need to look rich, you need to be financially strong. You don't need to impress people, you need to protect your future self. You don't need every sale, you need every dollar to actually earn its spot. And never underestimate small beginnings. Your first $100 saved feels small. Your first $50 invested feels small. Your first $100 of side income feels small. But that's exactly where every real foundation starts. So tonight, before you go to bed, do one thing. Pull up last month's spending and ask yourself honestly, what did my money actually do for me? If the answer is, it just disappeared, that's fine. Awareness is step one. Tomorrow, change the system. Next month, raise the savings rate. A few months from now, build the emergency fund. Somewhere in there, learn the skill that raises your income. And as your income grows, stop upgrading your lifestyle every time. Start upgrading your wealth instead. Because the real win isn't people being impressed by your paycheck. The real win is when a financial emergency hits and you don't panic. When you can choose the career you actually want because a car payment isn't holding you hostage. When your family needs help and you don't have to ask anyone for a loan. When the fear about the future gets a little quieter because you started preparing today. Getting rich never starts with a big number. It starts with one decision. I'm done spending money without understanding it. Then the next one, I'm paying my future first. Then I'm building a skill. Then I'm cutting the debt that's not serving me. Then I'm not depending on one paycheck anymore. And slowly your entire financial life starts to shift. Maybe not today, maybe not next month, but if you stick to the right rules consistently, a year from now you'll be miles ahead of the version of you who's still sitting here wondering where all the money went. Financial freedom was never a lottery ticket. It's the output of daily habits. And if your financial life isn't perfect right now, nobody's is at the start. So starting today, take your money a little more seriously. Save a little, learn a little, invest a little, push your income up a little, and most importantly, don't quit the process. Because a year from now, your whole life might not look different. But if your money habits changed, the direction of your life already has. And that might be the biggest win there is, the moment money stops controlling your life and you start deciding what your money does for you.